Howdy everybody, Michael Mass here, and welcome back to another edition of the Disney Diner Review, your one-stop shop for everything that is food and foodie at Walt Disney World. And this week, we're not gonna look at food so much as we're gonna look at a dining plan that revolves around food and wine, the Eat to the Beat dining plan, and see if it will work for you. So, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down there, and let's go. Okay guys, so if you've ever been to Epcot's Food and Wine Festival, they have a concert series that goes on during the Food and Wine Festival where they bring in bands of all sorts. Most of the bands aren't like your big name bands that maybe used to be big and now are kind of small and on the retirement circuit or something like that. And some of them are actually bands that are still touring quite widely but just not as well known. So let's go ahead and take a look at those bands that are performing this year, and why don't you tell me which of those bands you would like to come see this year at Epcot's Food and Wine. As you can see, some of the things that already passed Blue October, which I did my vlog on that a couple weeks ago, or was at the end of my first day of Food and Wine vlog. And you go ahead and keep on looking down. Mercy Me, currently behind me, Glass Tiger, but the rest of the festival, you have the Baja Men, you have the Plain White Tees, Living Color, Sheila E., Sugar Ray. Keep on going down, you have Everclear, Air Supply, Smash Mouth, 38 Special, Billy Ocean, Hanson, and usually the big one, the big one is Boyz II Men. So which of those would you like to see if you were going to come here? And let's talk about the Eat to the Beat dining package. If you've never been to Eat to the Beat or experienced the dining packages at Disney, let's explain what is the Eat to the Beat dining package. It's a dining package set to a set price between $42 and $80 depending on the restaurant you go to, that will include a drink, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, all for this set price. Oh, and with that you get to jump to the front of the line, or you get preferred seating. Let's say that you'll be the first to get in to pick your seats for the concert that night. The next question is it worth it? Well, it really depends on how much you like to eat and how much you want to see your band as close as possible. Most nights, I will tell you this, after everybody's seated, you can still walk into the venue back here. You can still find a seat. Obviously, those high-profile nights like Boyz II Men and those nights, and even maybe a Friday, Saturday night, those nights are tending to be a little bit more full and maybe harder to find a seat. But I have never not been able to find a seat when I've came over here and wanted to sit down. So we're talking about the food next. Now, last year I went to Spice Road Table way back down there, and I think I paid $42 for the meal. And if you ordered optimally, which was the steak, the highest priced appetizer, the highest priced dessert, and the drink, I think I got them. I got them on that one. I think it would have ended up being somewhere around $51. I paid $42, and I got the front of the line pass. So I didn't get a chance to really look through those deals, but here's what I suggest. If you have a restaurant in mind that you're gonna book this for, look how much it's gonna cost you. Let's just say it costs you $50, and you're gonna go to the restaurant, and you can order 3 things on that menu that are gonna equal $50 or more. Guess what? That's a bargain. That's the restaurant you should go to. Those are the places where you can get Disney, but you're not gonna get around, you're not gonna get one over on Disney too often. Most of these plans are built for them to make money, obviously. So most of the plans are gonna be a little bit more expensive than the meal, and you're gonna be paying a few dollars basically for that line pass. The next question to answer is, well, would I get it? Well, after my first attempt at it, I probably would never purchase it again unless I just knew I was gonna eat a whole lot. I don't usually eat a dessert, an appetizer, and an entree. That one time I did it because, like I said, I wanted to do the review, wanted to put it out there for y'all. I will put that link to the Spice Road Table up here and last year's opinion on the Eat to the Beat concert series setup. But my best advice, if you are trying to figure out if this is for you, like I said, go find the restaurant you want to go to, click on the plan, compare the prices, see if it really works. If you have to have that front row for a band that you really want to see, and not to mention, not only Eat to the Beat, but they do it for the Flower and Garden, and they also do this for the Christmas processional. Why can't I think of what the name it is? The name of that is, well. So they also do it for that, and if it's a night like Neil Patrick Harris or something, those normally sell out. So you're definitely going to want to get it for those things, so you make sure you can get a seat. One thing that is also new for this year is the Liberty Inn is offering a quick service dining package that goes along for Eat to the Beat. It is $29.99, and I've looked at the menu at Liberty Inn. It's going to be quite hard to get to that $29.99 and get max value out of it, but you are getting that front of the line access to your favorite band. I will say that the ones at Liberty Inn are limited. You have to come around at the beginning of the day and purchase it, and they go quite fast. If the day is booked out, you might not be able to get those. Another thing to think about when you buy that dining package is you got all that food to eat, and there's so many booths here at the festival. One of the highlights of the festival is going to the booths and eating the food at the booths. So if you're gonna buy a dining package, you're missing out on probably a day's worth of food at the festival. For my overall opinion, I would just walk in late to the concert or walk in after people are already seated. Most of the time, like right now, they are starting to seat right now. As soon as this is done, there'll be plenty of seats over there. Unless you just need a ton of food and really want to sit down and chill, I would probably pass on most dining packages unless you're just finding that really good bargain like I found last year. That's just about going to do it for this edition of the Disney Dining Review. What is your opinion? Are you going to go ahead and get the package deal, or are you going to go ahead and just show up, chill, sneak in the back and enjoy your favorite band while eating around the world? Let me know what you decide to do down in the comments. I am going to get out of here. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of the Disney Diner Review, and I promise, next week in the next Disney Diner Review, we'll be back to throwing some food in front of your faces so you know what you want to eat when you come to Walt Disney World. If you've liked this video, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button down there. And if you're hanging around and you've already subscribed, make sure to hit that notification bell, let you know when any new video comes up. The beauty that is Spaceship Earth back there, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you're having a great day. Until next time, thank you for your time. Here's to life.